Hello there, my name's Vince from My Mate Vince, and in this video today we're going to be looking at this DeWalt battery charger DCB113, and it would charge a variety of different batteries. So in here we have what I believe is an 18 volts, and it's got a weird fault. It was given to me by Brian, and he said that it's not charging the batteries properly. It's saying that they're full. Now if you have a look here, this will indicate that it is full. So when it's full here, it would just be stationary, but the battery is not full. If you have a look here, we've only got 2 bars, and he said it's happening on all batteries. Now I've had a look at it, and it's intermittent, so I could put this in a few times and it will charge, and then I'll do it a few more times and it won't charge. I haven't tried this battery yet, so let's do this battery live now. So what have we got in here? So we've got 2 on this one as well, so this isn't fully charged. Let's plug it in. Right, so it charged that time. Let's take it out, put it in again. And that time. I'm going to keep doing it because I've witnessed it quite a few times when I'm messing with this battery. And my brother, Brian gave it to my brother to give it to me. My brother said that he tried his DeWalt battery on it and it was also coming up with fully charged. Oh, there we go. So it's done it there, but it looked like it flashed to begin with. And we've only got 2 lights there. So you can see it's intermittent, which is a strange one. No, there you go. So it flashes once, then does it. Well, I do not know what that could be. Let's open it up, see if there's anything obvious. And then if I can't see anything obvious, maybe I have to watch a few videos to see how these things actually work, because there must be something in here that will recognize all the different voltages. I honestly do not know where to begin on this. Okay, so we have loads of prongs here, but we can see here that we only have 2 prongs for the battery minus and battery positive, because it's all labelled up here. And then we've got other ones in the middle that like measure the temperature and stuff. I'm not sure if these are the ones that do the cell balancing as well. I don't know if the cell balancing is done in here or whether this is doing the cell balancing, because we do have loads of prongs. I think rather than going across them, because I'm not really going to be able to tell much, I don't think. I think we'll just open it straight up and have a look. So it looks like we need Torx bits. And there's security bits as well. So they need a little hole in the middle. It is Torx 15. So if it was happening all the time, I'd have much more chance of fixing it. But because it's intermittent faults that I've always found to be a nightmare. Okay. Oh, that's nice and easy to get into. Obviously, I'm unplugged. Now, are you going to come out? How do you? Oh, there we go. You just pushed that out there. Right. Okay. We are in massive capacitor, 400 volts. I better measure that just in case it's holding on to some charge. Do you know what? It's a lot more simple than I thought. I wonder where the... I need to see the other side of the board. I presume there's some sort of chip in here that regulates the charging. Right, so you can see there's no charge in there, so I'm happy to work on that. Ah, here we go. Here's all the annoying chips. It suddenly looks a lot more complicated. I think first things first, let's do a visual inspection in case we can see some kind of dodgy water damage or solder joint or something like that. Now my eye is drawn to here straight away, so what's going on? So that's just a little bit of some thermal paste and insulation from the next pins. So I think that looks okay. Let's have a look at this thing here. Again, I think that looks okay. Right, let's have a look at the connections here, because this is the thing that you constantly plug in and unplug. So there might be a cold solder joint somewhere on here. Now, if you like to play along at home, which is always the most fun, then have a look at this here and see if you can see anything wrong. I've just put it down to slow speed. I will get back to the video in about 5 seconds. If you need longer, you can always pause it and have a good look to see if something doesn't look right, or does everything look fine. Have a good look. Already my eye's drawn to that there. But let's go a bit further. I think they look okay. So let's go back to this one here. Zoom in a bit more. Remember, the pressure of always plugging the battery in would put strain on the solder joints. I think I'm wondering if that's our problem. Shine a light on it. Can you see it's cracked? And that would be, that's one of the big ones, so that would be this one here. It was a big pad, but I mean it's a small pin there. That's going to be battery negative or positive, I think. That's definitely cracked, but whether or not, you would think if it was cracked though, and if it wasn't making a contact, it would show us the battery not there. Well, before looking at the rest of the board, that doesn't look great. Okay, I'm going to try to just give it a wiggle. That's loose. Look. What did I have this in recently? Look at that. It's gone. It's a cold solder joint there. Can you see there? And I think when you plug the battery in, sometimes it makes the connection and sometimes it doesn't. I wonder if we can verify that with the multimeter. Obviously, I'm not saying it is definitely that, but that doesn't look right. But it shows you how important a visual inspection is without using any tools at all. So I'm going to go to continuity. And if we go here to here, we'll have it. But how about if we actually go down here? Oh, you beauty. Hold on. Don't get excited. Right. There goes to here, which goes to the solder. But look at that. It's not going to there. Hold on. Wait. Let me go on to here. See, the very fact of me putting pressure on is making a connection. Look at that. Oh, we had it there. We have got it there, but look. I don't think we had it there, you know, when I first of all did it. We've got it there now, but that definitely looks cracked to me. I'm going to give it a wiggle. Yeah, we got it there now. So this is on every other pin. Have we got double? Oh, we got double connectors here. Can you see? So there's more. Oh wow! I didn't realise. That was that. I thought it was just these connections, but we got these connections as separate than these as well. It looks like. So these ones here are not going to. Are they going to the ones above? No. Wow, there's loads of connections here. So they must be to do with balancing. Are they getting down there? Right, okay. I can't say for certain because right now we do have continuity, but what I can say for certain is that it's cracked and we do have an intermittent fault. So before wasting any time looking elsewhere, let me just reflow. I'm going to reflow that. And before you waste any time looking on the internet for a provider of circuit boards, check out PCBWay. PCBWay is your one-stop solution for all things PCB fabrication and assembly. From rapid prototyping to full-scale production, PCBWay delivers top quality products. So whether you're a seasoned engineer or a hobbyist just starting out, PCBWay's user-friendly interface makes ordering your own custom PCBs very easy. And PCBWay do a variety of different services, including but not limited to assembling your PCBs, CNC machining, 3D printing, sheet metal fabrication, and injection molding. So when you're ready to take your designs to the next level, look no further than PCBWay and bring your ideas to life. So a massive thanks to PCBWay for sponsoring the My Mate Vince channel. My camera's dropping, and look at that, my hair is the same as the picture behind me. I've got all the same colours. Bad days. So I'll put some flux on it. Let's get the soldering iron. And I mean, you can see the hole. You can clearly see the hole here, look. There, you can really see it now. Let's melt all that. And let's add a load more solder on it. So the same as repeatedly plugging in a controller on a Mega Drive, you're repeatedly plugging in the battery here, and it might be flexing this whole board just a little bit, which you can see is going down on the pins. Also, can you see here, it looks like we've got a tiny crack on the board, so we need to look at that as well. I'm going to flood that. You know what, while I'm here, I'm going to do all of them. I'll give that a clean up in a minute. What's happening with the crack on the board here? No, so it doesn't matter because this is going through the board anyway. So this actually hasn't got any traces on this side. It's all on the other side. That goes through to there. Do you know what? I'm going to clean it and put it back together. I think that was the problem. And when we plug this into here, it goes that way, which is the battery positive. So maybe it couldn't make a connection with the battery positive and it was measuring the other cells or something. It'd be interesting to see if we were to mask this up. We could do it. We could mask this up with tape and then see if we have the same problem. And then we know 100% it was to do with that. Because I would have thought it would be more to do with the balancing of the cells. Because if it didn't see the battery positive, I would have thought that it just wouldn't do anything. It'd be the same as not plugging anything in. Just clean this up with some isopropyl alcohol. While I'm cleaning with the Wonder stuff, I'll give a shout out to the My Mate Vince Massive, the top level Patreons. They are Keymon Services, Kip Hakes on YouTube, Max Rokotansky, Chris Seal, Felipe at MrKeebs.com, DJVG, Pigsy, Anthony Dean, Russ Melanson, Ricard Bergland, Shamsa Al Sawadi, Stuart Park, Stephen from the Broken Past on YouTube, Lee Benz, and AJ Computer Services UK. So as always, a massive thanks to everyone that supports these videos. You know, the joints don't look the best. Let me put a little bit more, let me melt that a little bit more. Also, I'm not overly happy with the one that I've done. It doesn't see, it just seems to be a blob on top rather than kind of having melted into it. There you go. Happy with that. That's gone up to there now. Okay, let's do this one. There we go. Happier with that. Now that's definitely gone up to the track there. And let's just get it a little bit more on here. There we go. Right, that's definitely now not a cold solder joint. You could run a little wire from here or a bigger wire from here to here, but the track does look intact. I know what's going to happen now. I'm going to put it back together and it's going to be the exact same problem. Right, so that's wrong, I think. So maybe these plastic bits have to go this side of this mounting thing. Oh, they do. So it gives it strength there. That's clever. It's using the posts off the base here to give it strength, so when people are throwing the battery on, the force has gone down to here as well, transferred down to here. That's nice. And we have a little strain relief here. So we should be able to put that on there. There we go. All right, well, I won't do any screws up yet. Let's see if it's doing the same. Okay, remember it wasn't every single time. That's good. Get my hopes up. Ooh, I think we've done it. Right, let's put the screws in. Right, I will do it more times because it was intermittent. I'm just going to go to the left first, so counterclockwise until it clicks. Listen to that. Yeah. And then it will follow the same thread as before. Yeah, we've physically seen something, and that is the most likely place because these are heavy and they will just be getting thrown on there. So there's going to be strain on those joints, even though they've done it in a way to reduce that strain. That was a cold solder joint. And I got caught out on the Mega Drive that I did recently with the controller, spending quite a while looking on it, when the most obvious thing that would be faulty is the force of pressing the controller into the console. Brilliant. Right, I am going to leave Brian's battery in there and let it fully charge until it gets to 3 bars on here.
45 minutes later.
It's probably a good 45 minutes later, and you can see now it's gone to solid red. Let's take this out. Quite a lot of heat on this. It's pretty hot to touch. Right, we've got 3 lights there now. Let's measure voltage on this. So it's going to be 4-ish volts. So I presume there's going to be 5 in here. So we should be looking at around about 20 volts. There you go, 20.6 volts. So yeah, that's definitely charged. Right, okay, let's do this one now. This is a smaller one here, so this must only have 1 bank of batteries rather than 2 in parallel. But it should still get to 20 volts when full. Let's see what it is here now. 18.2. Right, I'm going to plug this one in, and then if this gets to 3 lights here and 20 volts here on the multimeter, I know then that the charger's definitely fixed. Do you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to put tape on to mimic the original fault to see if we have the red light. So by putting tape on, it's the same as the battery not seeing that pin down there. I'm going to do this on my battery just in case I spread this here. I don't want to break Brian's battery. So we've got tape on that now. Let's see if it's going to do that thing where it flashes once and then goes solid red. Flashes once, solid red, fantastic. So there we go. So 100% we now know, without a shadow of doubt, that the cold solder joint was causing that problem. Fantastic. I'm going to charge this up properly now. Well, that one did it in record time. It feels like it's been about 15 minutes. So let's see what we got here. And interesting, that is a little bit lower. 20.29, but you can see it's still fully charged. So there we have it. I'm confident that that was the crack joint there. I think we've proved it beyond reasonable doubt. And I enjoyed it. Even though it's just a cold solder joint, it's still enjoyable to find that, and it shows you visual inspection is very important. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Massive thanks to Brian for letting me look at it, and I'll be back again with another video very soon. Thank you so much for watching.
Blue sky come bearing up before us. We hang on the hem of your gown. Blue sky come, promise not to leave us. Tarry not to us.